We have all been youth at one time or another in our lives. We have all done something wrong or something that we shouldn't have done growing up as a juvenile. Some of us have gotten in trouble for it and others have not. The reason for this video today is to bring awareness to our youth in the juvenile justice system and to make sure that we are there to support them and give them the resources that they need to succeed in life. We want to make sure that the juvenile is not falling through the cracks just because they made a mistake. Today I have written a poem that has to do with youth in the juvenile justice system. At the time of intake, they are processed, assessed, and if a juvenile justice facilitator believes that the youth is at risk of homicidal or suicidal ideation, they will call a local therapist who is on staff, not necessarily their therapist if they have one. And there is a lack of communication between possibly the youth, the parent, the juvenile justice system, and their therapist about the information that's being relayed at the time of assessment. And it is important that we make sure that there is great communication so that we can help the youth receive the best resources as needed. We can help them any way that we can because we know all of the facts about the youth. So I wrote a poem today that has to do with the youth and juvenile justice system and trying just to make sure that they do not fall through the cracks. And we need to be there as a community, as society for the youth, because the youth are our future. The poem goes as follows. Youth gets in trouble. Sometimes they feel like they are in a no-win bubble. How do we help them in a time of need? Do we let them fall through the cracks of the juvenile justice system? Should we be there to catch them when they fall? Should we be there when they need someone to call? In a time of crisis or in a time of need, who are they going to call? A therapist that knows them best? Will the youth talk to someone that they know very well in crisis? Or a stranger who they don't know very well at all? Have you heard of stranger danger? An unknown stranger can cause danger to the youth's emotions if they do not open up. It can end up with a child being in a rut. Then what? An assessment needs to take place when youth is at the intake center. If an unknown therapist is taking an intake, will the youth tell the truth or will they tell lies? If the therapist they know, they are more likely to be honest with them and upfront about their current situation and emotions versus someone that they don't know. We as society have to make sure that youth are getting the services that they need so we can help them to succeed. And so they can grow into young adults without being in need. Let's ensure that our youth has a good future and not fall through the cracks.